It is the holiday season, and one of my favorite holidays is coming up. I like all the holidays. Thanksgiving, stuffing, huge fan. The Christmas week, also a huge fan. Not a huge fan of people waiting till the end of the year to get all of their dental work done. There was 51 other weeks, patients. I know that resonates with some of my people, but one of my favorite holidays is Festivus. Festivus is focused on airing your grievances, how people have let you down over the year, what has annoyed you. And being a dental practice owner, being a dentist, being alive on earth right now, there's plenty of annoyances. And I have a special guest coming up who helps you and your team, an awesome key resource and sponsor of Dental Nachos, helps you and your team decrease annoyances in your daily dental life. So Brielle, I'm ready for the awesome Chris Koch of Flex to come up. Chris, so we're going to talk about what Flex does, but I'd asked you pre-show, what is the number one annoyance reducer Flex does for dental offices?
Well, I think, saving dental offices time by automating processes, either through confirmations, recall, reminders, online scheduling. We let people spend less time on the phone. More time.
Now I want to pause you there. I have a good phrase. I don't tell my wife, I don't interrupt. I just interject into the conversation. But as a dental practice owner since 2005, being in my dad's dental practice since I was 5, the phone is always a challenge, getting off the phone. Sometimes you have patients want to schedule a cleaning appointment. They spend 22 minutes, Chris, and they don't schedule it. So I think, tell us more, if someone's listening, how does Flex help your team get off the phone and really pay attention to the patient in the office, allow your patients outside the office to, whether it's online scheduling or some other way. Tell us more about that.
Well, I think there's a couple ways we do that. One is through automation, right? Like we're automating recalls, so there's less time on the phone there, making recall, trying to schedule recall. Online scheduling, our goal with online scheduling is to make it as easy and as human-like as possible. Yeah. So when someone goes to your website, clicks on the link, they're presented with different providers, different options, different types of appointments, so that they don't even have to pick up the phone to call. They're able to schedule exactly what they need right then, and they actually never make it to calling your practice because everything's been taken care of on your website.
I love that. And sometimes you can joke with the patient because, people are scheduling their cleaning visits at 2 a.m. sometimes. You can say, I'm so glad you were thinking about me in the middle of the night, Mrs. Smith. You said, well, that's the only time I have to get me and my 5 family members in. So the next thing I want to ask you about, Chris, is, let's think of our lives. And so much technology has helped our lives. Like I'm 44. I didn't have Uber. You didn't grow up with Uber, right?
No, absolutely not.
You didn't grow up with Open Table, right?
No.
You didn't grow up with Kayak to check on flights, right? No. So there's a lot of confusion as dental practitioners. Let's think of a brand new practice owner. They're about to acquire a practice and there's no computer in the office. That happened with our second dental practice. Mm-hmm. We literally acquired a practice where there was 0 computers. As someone who sells practices, those practices are still out there. So let's say they acquire it and they say, I want to start building my technology toppings, right? Mm-hmm. So I would, if I said to you, hey, Chris, Open Table is going to pick me up on the street and take me somewhere. You say, no, that's Uber, right? If I say, I'm going to use this Uber thing to find flights, you say, no, that's Kayak. So what I think is easy to happen to dentists is to get confused. Where does Flex fit in? Like, what are the things it's doing in a dental practice owner's life? Let's pretend they have 0 technology at all.
So basically, Flex is an add-on to the practice management software. Right now, it integrates with Open Dental. We're adding an integration with Dentrix very soon.
That's it.
But it automates communications, confirmations, reminders. It provides paperless online forms that integrate back into the practice management software. Online scheduling, treatment planning. There's a really cool treatment planning module where you can walk the patient through your treatment recommendations. They can make a payment option. Select their payment option. They can pay directly from the treatment plan. We do text to pay, where you can email statements or text.
Text to pay is a popular one because people in every other walk of life, you just have to pay on your way out. But sometimes people at the office are like, now's not the time for me to pay. So you actually can capture that later. Is that something that Flex does? So yes. You said something important there, because I know this is your life, but if we started talking about zirconia crowns, you would be checked out, right? So right. You said something important, because I always like to so it works with your practice management software. So you need an Open Dental and Flex. Right. I have Dentrix, so I want to incorporate Flex. I would need Dentrix and Flex in my office. Right. Mm-hmm. Sometimes practice owners who are awesome will say, I already got that thing. I don't need Dentrix if I have Flex. And I say, no, you need a Dentrix. You need an Open Dental. Perfect. Yep. Now tell us, I know my dental people, Chris, have how do I should describe them? Very cheap. They're very cheap people. Dentists are a special level of cheap. You want to know why? Because they don't want anybody to have discounts on their precious crown preps. But when it comes to their services, they kind of want cotton rolls for free. But I like to bring to life how a lot of these things save you money, save you stress. What is the monthly cost to add Flex to an office in general?
So we have a couple different options. Our main kind of base package is $299 a month. Online scheduling is $199 a month, and then if you do both of them, it's $398 a month.
So what is Nacho Nuts? And I know I sound like the person who walked uphill to school both ways and all these things like an only guy, but like for let's just call it $400 a month, you essentially have a full-time team member in your office. You know, one of our other sponsors, technology sponsor, I said, you know, they never take a day off. They don't ask for a raise, and it's just such a great way to leverage the power of technology to allow your own team members to get more time in the office. Is that something your clients are finding?
Yes. I mean, I think that's what people love the most about Flex is it's always there working for you. Yeah. And our core philosophy as a business is to solve problems for practices through technology.
Awesome. And now what I want to wrap up with is, I know my dentist people too, they're good people, but they suffer from analysis paralysis, right? They ask questions about the questions about the questions. If a dentist was on the diving board, they would go up there, stand there for 3 days asking about the exact water temperature down below. So I want to change that for them. So we gave awareness, attention on Flex. Just find out. People can text Flex to 215-543-6454 to find out our deal. But if we're talking about momentum, why should someone act now? Find out how is their life going to be better? You have so many clients out there that are happy. Tell us a success story of maybe a dentist who was not so sure, but now they can't live without Flex.
Well, I think we have a lot of those. I think the bottom line is that right now, you know, I'm in Facebook groups all day, every day, and it's constant in this market right now that it's difficult to hire and keep staff. And so I think that, you know, adding something like Flex that makes the staff that you have more efficient helps solve some of those problems for you, to be honest.
For sure. I mean, it's like, it could be, I mean, the Uber example is a great example. The open table example is a great example for our personal lives of how we remove friction on things that are kind of annoying, right? Why would you want to call up a restaurant, wait on hold for 15 minutes to make a 7 p.m. reservation for 4 people when open table's available? So I think that what you guys are doing is you're removing that friction and making it more fun for dentists. So I appreciate it very much, Flex. Chris Koch, thanks for being a key resource and sponsor. What are you doing to celebrate the holidays? Any special plans for Festivus?
You know, actually, I am heading to Disney World with my family.
Oh, nice. That's a great annoyance reducer. I was just down in Orlando. That's great. Well, enjoy that, Chris. Thanks for being such an awesome partner, and we'll talk to you soon.
Thanks for having me.
Awesome. So as you can see, Flex is a great example, whether you're a new practice owner, existing practice owner, to remove friction, have more fun in your practice. These technology pieces, I know these are awesome key resources and sponsors, but I've been a dental practice owner for 16 years. The pricing on this stuff is nacho nuts to have someone helping your team. So I'm ready for our next guest. I'm in Philadelphia, Chris is in Atlanta, and now we have someone coming from Uganda, which is so awesome, from African Smilers Associations. We can add Mubiru here. You just got to start your camera there, Mubiru. You were doing great before. I see you in the bottom. I think it's coming. Perfect. Okay, so tell us who you are and where you're sitting here. I want to say your name properly too, so I'll let you start off. I think you might be muted there, Mubiru. Yeah, perfect. Perfect.
Yes. Hello, everyone. Thank you, Dr. Koch, and I'm glad to be here. My name is Mubiru Sulaiman from Uganda, Kampala, and I am the ED of African Smilers Association.
Awesome. And what do you guys do there?
Please hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. You're doing great. Can you hear us?
Oh.
I can hear you. No problem. Let's see.
Hello.
I can hear you. No problem, Mubiru. I'll show you a sign. I can hear you, no problem. We'll get you back on here.
Hello, sorry, I think I have some unstable network.
That's okay. Can you hear me? I can hear you.
Yeah, right now I can hear you. Well, about the history of ASA, we began this some 2 years back, after an inspiration from the amazing team from US called A Reason to Smile that always come here to volunteer once every year. So we felt that these guys only come once in a year and we needed to take on this work. So that's how we started volunteering and helping these people who don't have any access of dental health down here in Africa.
That's awesome.
We spend days in these villages doing these outreaches, but to be sincere, most of the villages don't even have dentists. Where someone needs to foot about 15 miles to get a dentist to work on them, and of which most of the communities here, Uganda being a third world country, and the third poorest, people really only a few can afford these dental services.
Gotcha.
Um, we've mostly been doing extractions. We sometimes do some feeding, and the most important work we've been doing is teaching the kids how to brush
That's
and
awesome.
teaching a couple of people about how to carry on this work, such that in our absence, they can also teach this to the kids
What
to
I
carry
think,
on this
Mubiru,
work.
I want to share is what I think might bond every single country together is that in every country, 3-year-olds probably do not want to brush their teeth, because I have a 3-year-old and it's hard to get her to brush her teeth. So I think it's great that you're teaching the young kids how to brush. That's awesome. I know I talk a little fast. I'm not even easy to understand over here in Philadelphia. So now, Mubiru, how can we help you? If someone's watching in, how can we help Dental Nachos help what you're doing?
Well, for now, we actually have a camp that we are organizing that is going to take place between 10th and 20th of Jan. So we call upon people who can volunteer. And in this, we have tried to make this be fun. People who are going to volunteer, we expect to add a package of tourism on top of volunteering. We shall be visiting some tour destinations around. So we expect to have 10 days from 10th January to 20th October. And then those who would want to do some donation to ASA, we request them to contact us direct so we can share the account details to help us push and help these
That
people
is
down
awesome.
here.
You know, our Dental Nachos my team is putting up. Is that your best email there, right there, to connect with you, Mubiru?
Yes, please. It's
Awesome.
asaafricaorg@gmail.com.
Awesome.
Then
Well,
mubramadan@gmail.com is my own email.
awesome. Well, I just so admire what you guys are doing so much. I know our Nacho audience, we have over
Thank you.
almost 36,000 people. So please think about helping, whether it's through a financial contribution. We have so many dentists that would like to learn on going on mission trips. So really appreciate you sharing with our audience. I just think it is awesome how much true JVN, just be nice, and kindness that you're sharing with people.
Thank you.
My pleasure. Well, have a great rest of the day, Mubiru. Hang around for a minute, and thank you so much for sharing with us. So as you guys see here, Talking Nachos is a very fun opportunity for you to share your story. If you'd like to be a guest on Talking Nachos, just reach out to us. You can text Salsa to 215-543-6454. And scrolling down below here, we are incredibly proud of Dentist Job Connect that is connecting associates and owners all over the country. So if you're looking for a job or to hire an associate, just text job to 215-543-6454.